when we enter the clean room, we always cover our hair with these cups to avoid hair falling on the floor and to keep the environment as clean as possible. Then we put as well overshoes into the clean room. My name is Angela, and I work here in the CRF GMP unit at Guy's Hospital since January, so I'm quite a new member of the staff. And my role is advanced therapies production scientist, so I work alongside with Alex and other member of teams for the production of advanced therapy medicinal products.
My name is Alex Kerr. I'm the Senior Advanced Therapy Production Scientist. I've been here for almost 5 years now. So this is the Advanced Therapies facility, and basically all that means is we actually use cells from the body as almost like a living medicine, and we treat diseases such as cancer, for patients who had an organ transplant, and also what's some of the other trials that we have?
Inflammatory bowel disease, as a Crohn's disease.
And then more recently, we've actually got a couple of COVID-19 trials. So that's working with the intensive care units at the hospitals here for those patients who are most sick with COVID-19. So we're based here in the hospital, but together with the university. So really our job is the scientists from the university, they have an idea for a treatment, and they've done all of their lab work, and they feel that they're now finally ready. They're at that stage where they can have a go in trials for patients and move that forward. So it's our job to take that idea from the lab and work it up into a medicine, and then so that's what we would call translational medicine. They call it bench to bedside. And so because we have the hospital and the university here together, we can do all that in-house. We can also do the patients. Here we have ward space on the floor with teams of doctors and nurses. So everything happens here on site.
Patients can be enrolled from other sites, but then their cells arrive here and we process them, and so the final product is the medicinal products that then is being infused and sent to the back into the patients again for their treatments. So we are the manufacturer unit of the whole clinical trial process. So when I was at high school, actually I was studying humanities, so I was focusing more on literature, but then I had a few hours a week dedicated to biology and science, and maybe because moms, friends were already working in hospital, I've always been fascinated by the clinical environment. But I always wanted to be maybe behind the sceneries, and I always like to study how our bodies can treat itself, but with some help by human being, with some engineering stuff, and I think it's like very good to be able to make some changes on our own cells to treat our own bodies, and I think that was the idea that inspired me to become a production scientist and work here.